Welcome to Flip the Social Switch, the podcast where we illuminate the ever evolving world of social media marketing trends, tools, and all things tech. I am your host, Tiffany Ogumike, and today we have a very special guest who is ready to shed light on the latest developments in our digital landscape. But before we can dive into the tech talk, remember to subscribe and stay updated with the pulse of the digital realm. Our aim is to empower you with the knowledge to thrive in the digital age. Now, without further ado, let's welcome our very good guest, Jorai.
Okay, thank you, Tiffany. Your voice amazes me sometimes.
Thank you.
Okay, Chinedu Joseph, that's my real name. Then Jorite is my writing name, or anyhow I can call it.
Do you know how I came across you on Twitter?
If I could remember, I think it was through a post.
Yeah.
Yes, just through a post on Twitter. And ever since then, so I see you're the only person that has been the best bud I had on Twitter. Especially remembering the beginning days when there was lack of engagement, there was no much friends, and every day it was just as if it was only me and you in the world of Twitter than aside any other person. Pushing our content and doing our things. Well, that's Twitter. That's Twitter. We thank God for the growth.
That was like our early beginnings, but look at us. We are doing so much freaking better right now.
I'm so happy. Like, I can't even remember when I started on Twitter because Twitter was an hell hectic that you have to post, tweet, engage, like, enter space. Like, if it was Facebook of those days, you just post one fine picture and everything is settled. You don't even need to talk much. Just post a fine picture and everybody, you are chopping like this one. Anyhow.
Yes.
But I still respect Twitter compared to LinkedIn. LinkedIn one is even the most depressing.
It's the worst.
Because Twitter one is, once you are in for it, you will see the product. Like, as you're giving, you can give 4 months, 3 months, you can see the product on Twitter. Unlike LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you have to do a lot of inside and outside games.
A lot of connecting, honestly.
The sweetest part between both of them. In LinkedIn, it's very easy to have followers and connection and then follow. But in Twitter, it's hard to get them. And if you get them,
very hard.
If you get them, your content will boost. But in LinkedIn, if you have even 1,000, 10,000, it will not still make that your content to boost if you're not giving what you're supposed to give.
Yes, honestly. If you're not giving value and if people don't find you helpful, they won't even engage at all.
Very well.
Okay, so guys, you can go check him out on Twitter. He's always sharing valuable insight, hacks, talks about AI and many other things. You have a whole lot to learn from Jorite. I'm going to attach his details when I'm describing this episode. So I want to ask you a question. What initially drew you to a career in technology? What drew you into tech and how did you get started?
Okay, first of all, I would say from our early days when all we had in our head was doctor, engineer, nurse, then you can say mechanic, or those that have mechanic dream, then those that want to do robots, those that want to be just different thoughts of Web 0 and Web 2 lifestyle, what we see. Your parent is a pastor, you say you want to be a pastor, greater than your parent. Like everything we admired then was onto our parents. We just want to be more than them.
Yes.
So as time went on, I came to find out that tech was the real game. It was where the world was moving into. And from my little beginning, I thought tech was more about just coding. If you cannot code, you cannot build a website, you cannot put greater than equals to head 1, greater than bracket close. Like I thought that was just the end of tech for me. And from my year 1, when I was still in the university, from my secondary school to my year 1, I had this interest to start coding. I used SoloLearn. SoloLearn has been the most popular tool then, and it's very easy. I was making effort. I had a book there where I wrote almost every code and everything. I was making effort. I was happy. But inside of me, there was a different me that always liked writing quotes, writing words. At the time when we are small, even till now, whereby you just stay alone and words start coming into your mind, different thoughts, different words, different things, and you keep writing them. And from then I started noticing that I think there is more to writing than just this text stuff. Am I pushing this
True.
text because I'm looking for the money, or am I pushing this text because I have a passion for it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't force it though, because I always believe in one prayer in my life. I always tell God that no matter
Mm.
what I do, no matter the mistakes I take upon myself, let it be a lesson for me to achieve my real goals and dreams. That have been my prayer. So even as much as I do mistakes in some things, or I'm going the wrong path, I put it in the back of my
Yeah.
mind that I'm going to learn something that is going to take me to my right path, because no one is actually perfect. So to just
Honestly.
cut the story short, I stopped the coding and everything earlier in year two, when I didn't have a laptop, because the one I got through my parents, then they stole it. It was a very sad story. My dad wanted to
Sorry.
surprise me, but it's turned
Okay.
from a surprise to a tragedy.
Okay.
And from then I started having issue to keep up with my coding and learning how to code.
Lessons.
So
Mm-hmm.
I quit. I quit
Oh my
then.
God.
I was just doing more of writing quotes on papers and looking for people that I could write for. I did more of love messages though.
Are
I
you
did that.
serious?
Yes, I'm
Are
serious.
you for real?
If you can check my blog
Ah,
site, you would see a part in my quotes whereby they are more of love letters
okay.
and this thing. Like my cousin,
What?
brother, my friends, they'll ask me, Joe, what should I tell this girl? Give me a sweet word. I will just calm down. Then I used to even use my head more.
Wow.
Unlike now that we have different tools that can still help you out. I would write love letters.
Yes.
Once my cousin or my friend drops it for the lady will be very happy. My
Oh
guy will be
my
like,
God.
I'm like, you have the talent, you have the talent, bro. This girl fell for this. I
Oh
was so
my.
happy. I was like, I'm the boss. Any girl,
Yes.
I'm the boss. And
Yes.
I thought of it. I thought of it. Then I came to Futo. I was in Futo. Then I met a nice good friend. I would like to mention his,
Wow.
in case if he hears this podcast, you should know that he has been a great friend to me. His name is Ifeanyi
Oh.
Melody Chukwebuka.
Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
and his other guy, Condenser. I call him Condenser. His name is Chibike. I call him Condenser. So these were the two
Wow.
friends that brought me into the lifestyle of blogging. And then from there, I started being a content creator, writing different content in different niche. So he met me and we went to meet this guy. And from there, we talked about opening a website. I had money then to buy a laptop, but I switched into buy a domain and open a site. It was
So
a
you
quick,
had a website.
yeah, I still have a website.
Wow. God,
Yeah,
that's really fantastic.
I have a website. It was just a quick decision then, but it was
Mm-hmm.
insightful, because I've been having this kind of name that rings in my head, and
Yeah.
it's J Caption. That's the name of my website. So J Caption was just a name ringing in my head right from
J
my year.
caption.
Yeah, J Caption. It was a
Okay.
concept of the J was standing for the Joseph and the caption was standing for Chinedu. So I just found out that name during that week,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to open a website then. At that moment, that was March 19, 2019. We opened it, we
This
set
your
everything.
story is really fascinating.
Thank you very much. The fascinating one is still ahead. That was just the beginning when I
Jeez.
didn't have idea of what I was doing. Because when I was doing all this, I was just like, my guy has let me just do it. Let me see how it goes.
Yes.
And when I
Wow.
opened that website, then um, I I was getting it hard to cope with, you know, writing on the web, because when you open a web, it is different from normal writing on WordPress or posting on Facebook or writing
Yeah.
on LinkedIn. So it deals with
Mm-hmm.
different, knowing how to use tools, engaging and putting of different plugins to make
Yes.
your content look fascinating. So,
Yes.
but quietly and patiently, I was learning them. My good friend then, he was the type of guy that he really wanted me to learn. Like, because left
Wow.
for me then, I was like, help me and do this, help me and do this. And he was giving one kind of attitude that I will have to use my hand to finally decide to do it. Or when he see that
Try
I'm
to
so
learn it.
or when you see that I'm so frustrating, it will now be just one day. You now say, "Yeah, bring laptop." I now bring laptop. You now say, "Oh yeah, enter your logins." I enter. You will now help me and run it out. I say, "Oh yeah, that's it."
He wanted you to start and learn it on your own as well.
I'm serious. Like then I was like, so you could do this thing since, and you have just been delaying me. I didn't even understand what he was doing, but
He was
gradually
doing for you.
I started picking interest in doing my things, then asking him for guidelines, and he will put me through. Then I will do it and I will learn it. Well, we are still learning
Amazing.
stage. Though nobody is a guru. Still all learning. But from then I've learned a lot, and from the content writing then till now, I think it's almost 5 years or 6 years. And during those years,
Wow.
I've written content for different niche, different websites. I've written for. He actually had a what they call all these Z word movies
Are you
website.
serious?
Yes, yes. My guy had it then, so sometimes I still help him out, run some content, and he will just post it.
You have actually gotten a whole lot of knowledge and experience in this field. I didn't know you have been into this writing game for a very long time, honestly.
Whenever you are doing something or learning something, we
Yeah,
should tend to dissatisfy. We should not just try to fix ourselves into one line and think that's the only path that you can see.
right?
Yeah, we should tend to be satisfied because if you check my early post in my blog site, it was
Yes.
basically love, food, and health, and some menial content that were not really what the trend is all about right now. Because the trend all about right now is more of tech, AI, tools,
Yes.
platforms. The trend right now is answering the question how to, what to use. That's are the questions that the trend right now answering. So if you're a content writer, your content should give more of how to use this, how to do this, what to do,
Yes.
what to use, because everything is now there. There are tools, different tools that a lot of people have to try.
Some people are not yet leveraging all these tools. They don't even know what's going on.
I believe one thing, as far as they keep being consistent, they will learn. And if they try
Right?
to talk with the right people, they will learn. Because if I just kept my head in one side of content, right, I'm not sure I would have gotten the knowledge I've gotten from different places and different aspects.
That's
Because
correct. You
because
won't have been this versatile.
yeah.
Okay. So could you share some of the challenges you have encountered in the early stage of your career and how you were able to overcome them?
First of all, I would say challenges are both personal and different because apart from personal challenge like in my life, there are also challenges I
Yeah.
face in the tech world and in content writing. First of all, I will start from the days where I feel like I have this imposter syndrome. I feel like will people like what I'm writing?
Yeah.
Will people see me different from who they see me? For a
Yeah.
for a being like me, like somebody like me, I know myself well. I'm so different that I can act in different faces. I can be cool now, I can be
Wow.
hot now, I can be the vibes of the party today, and in the next few minutes I can be so serious. So sometimes when
Yeah.
I keep writing those content and I want to publish at my early stage though, not even right now. I feel like
Yes.
what people think about me, they say, now this guy right now. Shay he sure say now this guy they write this thing. I know be this
Of
guy wey
course.
dey make noise.
I
No be this one
spoke about this on my last episode, imposter syndrome. It's crazy.
like I'll start feeling so nah. Or probably when I want to come and talk to the crowd about something and I'll feel like it's not me that was playing and was making noise and was catching cruise the other day. But
Yes.
I tend to understand that humans we are all different. And inside us God has
Yes.
implanted different kind of gifts that we all have to find out. One
True.
man can be a lot, like a lot and a lot. That's just my personal side of challenge. Yeah, besides that, I had challenge of lights, then the tools. There was a time I couldn't
Yeah.
afford a very good phone and laptop, but thank God for
Yes.
good. All those are solved. And it was very hard to write content because then you can write one content for probably 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Then grandma was helping us maybe when you do some mistake to help you out. And before you could finish one content because you are trying to get a good content, you will keep on every day you will come this one and just Google and other things. But right now, all those things are solved.
Mm.
There are tools that you can use. They have the flexibility Verity.ai, you can use it to research a lot of things. Apart from ChatGPT, you can even use bad AI to pick out keywords that will make your content rank high on Google. You can also use
Wow.
keywords every day. A lot of tools are now there to help you out in content writing. So now
Exactly.
it is no more even writing content. It is more of marketing the content.
How to
How would
use
you
exactly
how
the
would you
business
market
part of it.
how would you market those content now? Because yeah, everybody now that knows how to use this tool can write content. But
Mm-hmm.
the marketing of the content right now is your ideology to enter people's mind and pick and
Yes.
capture them for them to like your content. That is where Twitter and LinkedIn comes in.
Comes in.
If I should come right now and start posting my post from my blog site to Twitter, you see that people will not even be reading
Of
articles.
course.
But when you now start to see that every tool, every place have different tactics of the way it works, you can
That's
just
what some people don't get. They
yeah,
think all social media platform is the same.
no, it's not the same. It's just when it comes to probably video and graphics visualization. That is why I said
Yeah.
that's the future of content, because anytime you do a video that is good, no matter where you post it, once it's
It
good,
works
it will
everywhere.
work everywhere.
Correct.
So that is the future of the content marketing now, whereby you can now visualize and put those things into videos and graphics that you know that once it
True.
is put everywhere, it capture everywhere. But when it comes to the written one, any place you find yourself, in any tool you are using, there's a different way to follow it. There's
True.
some tools that it is not the same prompt that you just put in ChatGPT, you put it in this place and to give you the same results. You might be getting a result, but it will not give you the actual results it's
The
supposed to give.
actual results.
Just like Mid Journey. I
Yeah.
don't know if you have heard of Mid Journey that is used to produce different mad designs and graphics. Mid Journey
So, like, how do you stay updated with the latest trends in this fast evolving tech industry? Like, how are you able to stay updated?
okay. I first of all I do this by I'm someone that I love attending different conference, different
Wow,
schools,
that is really
different
nice.
like I don't limit myself to anything. Anything I see that I can do and I will learn from and I'll pick something from it, I would join
Yes,
it. Because when I
that's why you
entered
are the right for a reason.
thank you very much. When I fished into Web3, I found out Web3 is so broad. If you can check my Twitter, there's a time I was reading about airdrop. I think my biggest trend on Twitter was about an airdrop on base
Wow.
ecosystem. I
Hmm.
wrote on airdrop on that was hitting views of 11K, this thing, but I actually knew
Wow.
what I want. I just tested that place and I diverse back to what I want, and I'm still going to build on that side. So I
Yes.
have fished out in different conferences, reading blogs, journals, participating in online communities, networking. I love
Yeah.
networking. I love connecting with people, especially the females. I think I'm good more connecting with people. Especially with
I'm
females.
actually happy to see that women are really getting into this tech space. Cause why not?
You people, for me, I feel you people are even at more advantage than us because
Why?
once a lady is out there, especially in this tech space, whereby it
Mm-hmm.
has been more of competition with guys, because every guy wants to show that he's alpha. But now, when you see a queen mother that comes in the midst of an alpha,
Oh,
every alpha would like to know what gives this queen mother the morale, what's
right.
their pride? What's she carrying? Every alpha would like
We
to
are
connect
carrying
with.
fire.
Thank you. So we all are amazed to see what is
True.
the pride of this queen mother. You get it if you check in the animal kingdoms and insects, you see that the ladies, sorry, the queen mothers they are always they are unique.
Very.
Their personality is different and it's always have an ego with them. So when it comes to tech space now, you see a girl, you be like, wow, you're into tech. She say yes, you can do this, you can do that. You'll be amazed because we all think this thing is where we guys will come and jam head together, and
Mm-hmm.
we even use both physical power, mental power, and other power to challenge, and know we even financial power too to show
I
that
swear.
this one is this one. But I'm happy that Web3 has now made it that everybody can come in and share the ladies
Yeah.
and one thing that amazes the world very well is when you are both pretty in the face and pretty in the brain. You get that kind of thing.
Whoa, you can say that again.
Yeah, when you're working, because what sweet us that like the ideology of our parents, they will say around money lumana chichi only form when you see
As
like
in,
they are beautiful in the face, but upstairs she doesn't have anything. So she just did
Amaro in here.
that kind of thing. But right now it amazes us that yeah,
Yeah.
these people they have what can you bring to the table? Yes, I can bring ideas, I can bring solution, I can bring tactics,
Yes.
I can attract people because we are forgetting that these females and these people we are looking at are people that once they talk, people learn to listen to them.
True.
In a street, if a lady falls down, everybody be like, "Wow, what happened? This one." If she not
Mm-hmm.
drop a tears, everybody will be sorrowful. But if a guy fall down, ah, now just say
You're
a guy today,
privileged.
then go carry the guy off, or they go say, "Guy, why go dey fall?" They fit even consult the guy tell am say, brother Bernard, you even fall? He say wetin you dey do? All those kind of thing. People will not
He's
even
like,
realize
you're
or
privileged.
they'll tell the guy, "Oga, in fact, you use that water raise your leg well, maybe they go." But again, random people from different
Yeah.
place, it's just natural. And when ladies tend to identify and see that they are given this natural privilege and natural blessing, and they should use
Yeah.
it for good, they will make it more in the space than we people. We have always been
Oh,
built right from time to always challenge, face it, hit it hard, keep it running. But we all know that there is something called special grace. There's always an
true.
unconditional grace that hits humans at different points in time. But generally, to
True.
match that you are going to hit it hard and running. But ladies, you have that grace, but it's few. I don't know for now, but I think
Yeah.
few are still yet to understand that as a lady, anything that you put yourself that you can do it, you will eventually do it. You have help from different places. There's no lady
Honestly.
there's no lady that will meet a serious minded personality as a guy that she wants to learn something or they want to do something and she knows what she wants and the person will not help her even without collecting a penny.
Yeah, somehow. Yes,
Somehow,
true.
yeah, without collecting a penny, except if she now starts satisfying from what she wants, or if the person is now seeing another thing. That is depending on both of them. You know, that's get on them because sometimes
Joy,
we tend
you
to
are
hear that
so
people
freaking real.
no, we tend to you see in some aspect that some people actually from learning they fell in love and other stuff, or from
Yeah.
learning they did the D and everything scattered. So that's different on their own personality. But as a lady
It's
that just
true.
comes in and say she wants to learn something, everybody will be like, I want to help you. I want to do something. What do you want? This one. Everybody is there to put you through. Coming to the Twitter space now, you see a lady that
Yeah.
just make herself more prettier with AI and other stuff
And stuff.
just to keep in touch with the Web3 growth and everything. And before you know it, 5 days, 3 days, 4 days, she following the right track and meeting, connecting with the right people, she'll start growing. Than a guy that will
Yes.
come up and before you even go, you have to have something really, really to offer. Like when
You
I say
really have
really,
to.
uh
True.
so that's just the aspect of that.
You
So
know the crazy thing about this space? Sometimes I get a lot of DMs, like some from guys thinking that I'm a guy. They'll not be like, bro, what's up? Yo, I'm it's just because I believe that there are still like few girls in this industry, and I hope a whole lot of girls will start, looking out for what they really want to do and get into this space because it's very, very helpful. So, can you mention some tools that have been helpful to you and some tricks that you have actually applied that really worked out for you?
when it comes to tools, there are a lot because every day, even today, right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to explore. Like my content writing as diversified from just every day I'll search on Google and find a keyword and write.
Yeah.
I'm now pushing more into like finding tools and teaching on how to use it. That's why if anyone is to connect with me on Twitter, you see different tools, both in AI and crypto, because crypto has helped me a lot.
A
A
lot.
lot because you cannot just be writing sometimes and you are not getting income. But if you diversify into crypto, Web3 job hunt, freelancing, referrals too, because most of everything is
Yeah.
referral. If people know you for something, there's some people that are making bastard money. They are not in Twitter, they're not in LinkedIn, but they're the one
Yes,
doing the work.
because of word of mouth and
Yeah.
referrals. That's
Yes, because
correct.
referrals and building connection is very good because there's people that are there, they have followers, they have everything, but they are not getting the gigs.
They are
So
not getting it.
people are
They
just
are
there.
not connecting.
Yes,
Yes.
people are just there. They already have the connection. People already know them. They're the one doing the main work, the one collecting the main funds. And you go to their Twitter, they just open one profile and put one picture. And you think they don't know about AI tools or they don't know
I
about
swear.
this. They know about it, but there's something different selling yourself than just
Yes.
you're already sold in people's lives. There's two different.
Honestly.
So when it comes to content tools that I use right now, I the few I can mention now, I'm very good in using good prompts in ChatGPT, or I use Perspexity.ai. That one is for research. Anybody
Okay.
that wants to research more in generally, you can use Perspexity.ai. You could use Google. Google is a very nice tool,
So,
but
but not everyone knows how to use it.
people ignore all those related searches that come out on Google.
Yeah.
People ignore it because they think it's just when you type food and you just pick what the question about food is. Those related
Mhm.
searches, those related keywords, they are updated based on the traffic and based on the insight they get generally from the
True.
whole world. So when as a content writer, when you want to write something, you should keep an eye to
On
those
those ones.
searches and those related frequently asked questions. But if you don't feel okay with it, Google has its own AI that is embedded into Google, which is bad AI. Bad AI can pick you and fish you out trends and information.
That's really true. I make use of birds a lot. It's very, very
Then
helpful.
I have about I think 50 to 30 AI and tools that I use. I have ChatGPT, I have Perspective, I have Crewpod, I have Educational Complete, I have EPT, I use Qbot too. I think that one helped me in
Yes.
my research when I was in the university. It helped me a lot in my research. That Qbot, at least to
Wow.
paraphrase your
Words.
work. Yes. Then I use God Feedback, I use Conquer, I use Bring Image Creator, that one's for image. I use Summarize Text to summarize a long article or long post. I use
Yeah.
Alter, I use Hello History to get history from different places. I use PDF chatbot to scan
Wow.
PDF and a lot of things. I use Write Something to write content and other stuff. I use Sound Draw. You can use the Sound Draw. I use Grammarly. Grammarly helps very well in correcting sentences and long sentences. I use PowerPoint,
Yeah.
Script.coach. I use YouTube Summary. If you have a very big YouTube video that you want to summarize or this thing, you can use YouTube Summary. I use LabAI.io. I use Pishify. I
Okay.
use DALI EE. I use Canva Magic Write. I use Formulative AI. I use Polygeny, Runway,
Wow.
Ripley, Wiki. There are a lot. You just have to keep up using the
Wait.
ones that
Yes, that'll be
you
very
can do.
helpful.
But the major thing is you just need to know how to use these two and use them well. You cannot use all the old tool in the whole world.
Yes. Okay. So finally, what advice do you have for anyone that is starting off a career in tech?
The first thing I would say is find yourself. Self discovery is the
Mm-hmm.
utmost thing or personality in life. I left that this is a podcast.
Yeah.
I know I've not talked to much crowd like that, but I can
Yeah.
talk like for the whole day in when it comes to personal realization and personal branding because it's not
Yeah.
just a day something. You cannot just
Mm-hmm. You
enter
can always
decide.
come back to the podcast so that we can talk more about it.
No problem. Thank you very much for that. It's not
Yeah.
just about starting or thinking that tech is the way you want to enter tech. Crypto is the way you want to do crypto. There is something in you
Yeah.
that is in this trend that if you check well, you would find your niche.
Right.
Somebody can be a noisemaker and he thinks because he's a noisemaker that the way tech is going and the way trend is going, there is no niche in tech that suits him. But
There is always a place for
just
everyone.
by making noise, if you can
Mm-hmm.
figure into using most tools to create content of using maybe something like AI tools that those your words and all these things that you say for free, use them to create video content
Yeah.
and teach people maybe how to use those tools or you teach people from what you say because not all noise are just noise. Inside that noise, there is something meaningful inside.
Valid.
So
True.
the first thing first is about self-realization. And my first content on my website then it is self-discovery, the serendipity journey of life,
Wow.
self-discovery. Like self-discovery is very, very optimal that it doesn't end.
Yeah.
And most times you think you are getting it wrong, but those wrongs are what actually deviate you into the right things. If you want to
True.
enter into tech, find what is inside you that you want to. Because tech is not just I want to do tech, it's what can you offer?
What can you offer? And that's on
Yeah. What
period.
is the value? What is the problem that you can solve?
Mm-hmm.
And how to get the problem you can solve is by picking the problem around your environment and now looking into tech and see where you can solve those problems. Sometimes we say environment matters, environment matters. If you are living in a place whereby everything is there for you, you will not see a problem there.
True.
You'll be like everything is solved. This is free life. Why do you think most of these big people they all travel to different places to explore and see different things? Because they want to know what is out there. They
What
want to
is
see.
happening?
They want to see beyond their imaginations. Your imagination is limited by what you see, what you read, and what you take
See,
into your brain. So if you're
that's
if
right.
you're if you're just in a place that you just see probably you just see water. Everything you just be imagining is water. If you do not plunk that imagination to see beyond those waters and see things beneath it. And that
Yeah.
is where most of this tech and this AI and these trends comes in. They are moving in such a way that you need to imagine beyond. Somebody will think of a tool that will be here to pass a farmland and to know that this fruit has ripe and to pluck it and to put inside this one and to pass this
Yeah.
one.
True.
All these things are beyond imagination. Or tell me that somebody will just put a prompt and the prompt will generate almost 3,000 words, giving you what you want.
What you want.
Just a
Wow.
little prompt. So these are what we need to first of all know before entering the tech. And people should not put tech as just coding and this thing, because even
True.
coders right now are using the trends and
Are
tactics
even using all these tools that we are talking
the other
about
thing, because them now they are tired of every small mistake they will cancel from beginning and this thing.
and start afresh.
So they're now learning more of this automation, prompt engineering, and how to use these tactics and new trends to keep up. Because if they don't keep up,
Yes.
they will lose out. And once they lose out, it's like starting from scratch. It will make you go mad.
And
Yeah.
you will get broke.
You get broke, and that broke aspect is what we are scared of. Is what
Yeah.
we don't want to. You can't imagine yourself now. I read something like they were like millionaire, small now. We don't turn thousand, 1,000 na poverty.
Who said that? Gosh.
So it was like millionaire, you don't dey chop. Na small thing for million, you dey enter thousand.
It's
And that
true.
is the truth.
It's
It's a
true.
very little gap. Say you be billionaire na just say
Very.
you don click 1 billion o, na im be say you be billionaire. Na small
It's
thing you enter
difficult to
billion.
climb but very easy to fall flat.
Yeah. So keeping up is the main thing. And that keeping up is why you have to tell me why Elon Musk is pushing in every aspect. Do you think it's easy for him to just be the world richest man and after somebody we beat him in how many
Again.
he beat the
Yeah.
person back sharp?
Yeah.
Because the guy is pushing it hard. He's not just resting. Like
They never rest.
I was in a Twitter space yesterday by this guy Chris Oguji, my friend on WhatsApp. Though I'm not active on my main WhatsApp, but I just click into the space after seeing it on his status. Then
Yeah.
when you enter the Twitter space, they were talking about investing in yourself. And that investing in yourself is what really brings about the realization of what you can do
True.
and where you can fit in
Mm-hmm.
this tech and trend. I was hearing stories of most of these big alpha, and most of them they were not just reluctant. They were actually doing something before they found something.
Of course.
You cannot just be
You can't be
sleeping
idle
and you expect something to find you. Some
to
of
come
them they
and
were
fall into your laps. It's not magic.
some of them they were just common carpenters. Some of them
Yeah.
they were mechanic. They were repairing phones. They were doing things. But along the line,
Some didn't even go to school. Like that's one thing I love about this space right now.
thank you. So you don't go to school, but they were actually in to learn something, to do something,
Yeah.
to see what they can fit in, what they are very good at. And gradually, they started seeing the light company because a candle light, the more it burns, that is where it shines bright.
That is when it's shining. True.
Yeah, because if you just keep looking at a can from the beginning and you feel like it will not go far. Now come the next morning, you see that the wax are already down. It has
Yes.
burned and burned, and they say that it has exploded, that it has spread its whole fragments and everything down the heads of the ground. It has
True.
expanded, that it has cried its way to reach out different niches and part of the head. Those things are because it kept burning, and the more it burns, the more the light keeps shining bright and bright. Though time will come, wind will blow, and that wind will
True.
try to quench it, but it keeps burning. So if someone can realize this thing I'm saying right now, the way the candle burns, that is the way life is. Wind will blow, rain will fall, everything will try to stop the candle light.
It won't be
But
easy.
it will keep burning. Even when it's off, time will come. We as human, we on it back. What are those things that on it back? Your network, your connection, your people. They on your lights back. The people you flow
Yeah.
with, the people you meet, they light you up again. You keep burning.
True.
And why
Constantly learning.
why would they light the candle up? Because the candle was there with them. You cannot be in a place whereby there is no one to encourage you, nobody to push you, nobody to push you, and you
And you
expect your candle to burn.
expect help.
You will die. You will die your way. The candle will get cold. But if you're in a place whereby the ginger is there, even when people are not there to ginger you, be your
You
motivation.
ginger
You know that
yourself.
there is something you are looking for. There's somewhere you are going to, and that is where when the candle, no matter the wind and the water, it keeps burning. Even when the wind blows it on, it keeps burning, and when it stops, it explodes. It goes far. Then those that get off, they are in a place where people on them back, and they keep burning. So we should just be
Yeah.
the candle light to our life, and we should try as much as possible to realize that in this trend, in this place, there's always a place we can fit in. And
Yeah.
first of all, we should remember that God is upmost. In your self-realization,
Whoa.
this
Yeah.
world is very, very, especially people living in Nigeria. Like we in Nigeria, like I know how hard it is for just a common man to live. Talk less of people that have been touched by the grace and are now living comfortable.
Yeah.
But you have to just keep praying. No matter how much you go, you should remember that the mercy and the grace of God is
Yeah.
what you need.
Honestly, guys, go on Twitter, look for him on LinkedIn. His name is Joe Wright, and I came across him because of an amazing trend I saw. That was how I was able to follow him. And he's always dropping insightful content. Like I've actually benefited from it personally. So you too can. So make sure to go and follow him, Joe Wright, on Twitter. And also find him on LinkedIn. Guy, thank you so much for coming to this episode. Like, this is so freaking fantastic. I enjoyed myself talking with you and I learned so much.
Thank you, body. Like I always say, my body for life. You know,
That's right.
when
Let them know.
when I'm gonna come to ADJ, let them know that I came.
All right. So, guys, that's really an awesome episode with my friends and my social media buddy, Gerard. Remember to subscribe and turn on our notifications so that you can get notified whenever there is a new episode. And I'm going to attach his details so you can also go look him up on Twitter, on LinkedIn. You have a whole lot of amazing things to learn from him. Thank you guys for listening once again. See you next week.